So I'm about to play for you guys a video that I think highlights the difference in mindset between OE, right, gathering, and OI, organizing. And this video, even for me, there's a lot of expletives, there's a lot of disrespect. So be advised, if you have children in the room and stuff like that, you might want to, put your headphones in, all right? But let me go ahead and play this. I think it's pretty funny regardless, but let's do it.
Matthew and I were discussing some of the things about why you discounted on a subconscious level some of the things that have happened, because absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. And he said something very profound. For an Australian, this is heavy duty shit. But he said, I decided to do it, even though it was stupid, I decided to do it. Stupid meaning follow the process. To an intellectually bright guy who's an engineer. And see, you won't. You see, you'll figure out a better way. And he followed the stupid process that works and has been working for 45 years, 20 some years before when I was doing it, and 22 years since I've been coaching. And he called it. He wasn't trying to be insulting or anything. He says, I just decided to follow it, How did you say it?
Instead of trying to be smart, I would just try to be stupid, shut that part off of my brain, and just do it.
And what happened? He did it. And that's why it's hard for the YouTubers and all the other, because you can't dumb down. You will not believe that it's easy. You can't, you won't. But he put it very succinctly. He just dumbed down and shut off that part of his brain and just followed the steps. You don't need fucking case studies. You have a fucking template. You have a motherfucking script that a fucking monkey can read. That Alex wants a fucking case study because he wants to know the shit behind it, because he's stupid. And that's why he's fucking poor. You don't need any motherfucking case studies. How many fucking times do I have to say? You had the fucking script. I said, don't change a fucking word on the script. Not a comma. If it's got misspelled fucking words, send it out misspelled. The last thing you fucking need is a fucking case study. This is why you're fucking poor. This is why the cocksuckers watching this on YouTube are so fucking poor.
All right, so it's pretty extreme, right? Very, very over the top, right? That kind of seems to be damping his personality. Now, I don't know for sure what his personality type is. I'm actually suspicious that he's Savior Oe himself. I do think he does a lot of channel changing. But regardless of his type, he's preaching the OI perspective, which is stop worrying about getting more information. Just trust what I gave you, right? Trust the familiar information and just revisit that and solve your problems with this, right? Whereas with OE, I don't know who Alex is, but whoever Alex is representing the OE perspective, right? Trying to gather more, figure out more case studies, seems very SE, like, hey, show me more information, show me more proof, show me this, show me that, and then maybe I'll do your steps, right? And there's a rebellion, there's a fundamental rebellion that OE has, because it just doesn't want to trust what you gave it. It doesn't trust it. Whereas with OI, it gets frustrated, maybe not as extreme as in that example, but it gets frustrated when you start asking for more than what it knows to be true, right? It knows it's going to work. And so I shared that video in part, just to show you how extreme of a difference and how frustrating or mutually frustrating OE can be to OI and OI can be to OE, right? But I think also just to highlight, especially for people who are demon OI like me, that sometimes it is the right thing to do to just trust the steps, right? It could be like the simple, a lot of times in OP, there's this saying of, just drink 8 ounces of water. And you're like, well, I've heard that since I was like 5. yeah, maybe that's the answer, right? Maybe getting 8 hours of sleep is the answer. Maybe, you know, doing the GTD 5 steps is the right answer to your problem. Yeah, sure, it's something old, but maybe that's where it's coming from, right? And so I did want to share that for anyone who may be struggling with the OI, you know, perspective like me. Just shut off your brain. It's going to feel dumb. It's going to feel wrong, and just do the steps. Now, there's going to be instances where OI is not the right answer, and I'm going to make future videos, hopefully, about that. But until then, you know, just kind of take this as a fair warning. Save your OE people like me. Do the steps. Hopefully you won't get yelled at in that quite a strong way. And hopefully you'll be able to benefit from that. So I just wanted to share that with you. I thought it would be something a little bit interesting. And I hope you guys have a great week. Hope you guys follow the steps that you know work, right? And I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care.